The son of the famed English footballer David Beckham and the singer Victoria Beckham Romeo Beckham planned to follow the footsteps of his father and have a stellar career as a professional footballer in 2020, after pursuing a career as a tennis player from 2014 to 2019. After becoming 19 years old, Romeo joined the USL League One club Inter Miami 2, though the club was then known as Fort Lauderdale CF. Lauderdale was the reserve affiliate of David Beckham's Inter Miami. After making his debut for Inter Miami in 2022, albeit in a non-professional match, he inched his way through to the B team of Brentford on 6 January. Brentford is currently standing 9th on the PL table. For a club of their stature, they're doing pretty good, standing comfortably in the first half of the points table of the English game. This has led to a lot of speculation as to whether we can actually see Romeo Beckham follow his father's footsteps to the Premier League, and if so, how good is he anyways? But before we dive into how good he really is, let's explore reasons for him joining Brentford. When Romeo joined Inter Miami, there were a lot of accusations of nepotism that were directed towards David Beckham. The most obvious reason was that David partly owned Inter. Phil Neville, who was David Beckham's partner during his playing days at Manchester United, is the manager of Inter Miami. Phil's son Harvey also played for the reserves of Inter Miami. This led to a few people believing that Romeo might have gotten his chance at Brentford for similar reasons. Lee Dykes is the director of recruitment at Brentford. The huge success of Brentford this season and in the recent years in general has been ascribed to him. David Beckham and Lee Dykes have known each other since 2019, and they regularly stay in touch. It is widely believed that David pitched forth the idea of Romeo joining Brentford B team with a plan for Romeo to return to Inter Miami when the MLS season restarts. The B team of Brentford was only established in 2016. Yes, there was a rule set down, which meant that Brentford couldn't do without a B team, but it also gave Brentford a chance to organize matches against a wide array of oppositions. This is because they don't play in a league. Players from the Brentford B team face a lot of opponents around the world. This included Brøndby from Denmark, Breiðablik from Iceland, Halmstad from Sweden, and Monaco from France, whom they faced during last year's The Atlantic Cup. Opportunities like this gives players a chance to mature into Brentford's first team, so the club are hoping that Romeo makes it to the Premier League. Romeo will be hoping that the professionalism he learns at Brentford B team and the knowledge that he will get about the effort it takes for anyone to make it to the Premier League will help him segue into a Premier League footballer. So can he make to Brentford's first team? With a handful of names in the B team of Brentford making it to the first team, Romeo Beckham will certainly be hoping that he could follow suit. Two players from the Brentford B team have made it to the first squad. Mads Roerslev, who joined Brentford from Copenhagen, is the first of those names. Roerslev has been in the pitch in a Premier League match for more than 30 occasions. Ryan Trevitt is the second name on the list. He made it to the first team of Brentford as a substitute in an FA Cup match. So Romeo might be the third if he keeps on improving. Romeo caught the eye of Brentford B team's head coach Nick McFarlane and his assistant Sam Saunders while at training. His enthusiasm to improve as a player and accept a big challenge to move back to London impressed the head coach. McFarlane talked about Romeo in wonderful terms, praising him for his finishing, crossing, and the way he conducts himself on and off the pitch. Whether Romeo Beckham is good enough to play in the Premier League is something only time can tell. The Premier League is a tough nut to crack and excel at. Although the heaps of praise Romeo is receiving from the head coach and his assistant at Brentford B gives us the hope that Romeo might make it to the top flight of the English game, it will take some doing. Performing well on the training pitch is one thing, and excelling under the scrutiny of the thousands of roaring fans inside a Premier League arena is quite a different matter altogether. So we should see if Romeo Beckham does make it to then Premier League.